What's going on, everybody? Hi, Kimberly. Looks like we've got just a few people on here. I know it was a really short notice live tonight, but I wanted to jump on here anyways. It's probably going to be a kind of short one. As you can see, I'm missing my better half, Marcy. We had a very hectic week. I'll get into that, though, in a minute. Hi, Steve from Illinois, and Kimberly from Minnesota. We'll give it just a second here. I know Facebook sometimes takes a little bit longer. If you'll hear the squeaking in the background, we had a single quail hatch. So random. The last 2 batches of quail we've hatched out 2 days before all of the rest hatch. We have one that will hatch. So we have one that hatches 2 days early, and then the rest hatch 2 days later. I don't know what the deal is, but the last 2 times we've had a single one hatch early. So you may hear him kind of squeaking in the background. Oh, look at that. Hi from Indiana. Hi from Utah. What's up, Jack? Hi, Ruth. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Wanda. Hi, Lenore. There we go. Hi, Brenda from BC, Canada. Victoria, BC, Canada. And Jack says, we want Marcy. I know, I do too. So I guess we'll just get right into it. She is going to go pick up our groceries. Hi, Dale from Colorado. Angela. So as many of you guys know, I still do construction work and also YouTube and everything else we got going on. Well, I started a big bathroom remodel project that I'm doing for some people, and I started that on Monday. So I've been gone from basically 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. every single day this week. Well, this morning I went to go start the truck to leave, and it went rah, 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 and then just froze, wouldn't turn over. And it turns out it's the AC pump. Basically, I haven't had AC in that truck for like a month and a half, which has just been awful. But I've just been dealing with it because whatever, have to drive, have to go do things. And so, anyways, I knew that the AC pump was going out. And it turns out that the AC pump literally just seized. So it stopped working so much that all the moving parts no longer move. And that is connected to the serpentine belt, which is connected to the engine and everything else. And so it keeps the belt from turning, which keeps the engine from turning and all of that kind of stuff. So I ordered the parts today. They'll get here by the 24th. So we may be down to one vehicle for at least a week, I would guess. So that's why Marcy's gone. So I had to get home from work. She did the grocery pickup. She ran to the store. We got the kids down to bed. And now she's out there going to get groceries. So yeah, it's just been hectic. I've been, like I said, just gone, MIA, doing all that stuff. She's been here taking care of the kids, doing an excellent job with it. And we crossed paths at night for a little bit. But hopefully this job will be kind of like a week and a half. It'll be 2 weeks tops. I've got at least 3 days of tiling. So I got hair in my mouth. So that'll be Thursday, Friday, maybe Saturday. If not Saturday, then Monday. So hopefully by Wednesday of next week, the job's completely done, which will be great. And I'll be back home making more videos and all that kind of stuff. Speaking of which, we have some huge stuff coming in the next month or so. We have, because the truck died, I had a huge order come into Lowe's, and I was supposed to pick it up with the truck today. Well, the truck didn't work, so now I have to make 4 trips in Marcy's car to go pick up all of the stuff that we're getting from Lowe's for our house. Let's just say we are finishing some projects on the house, and it's going to be major visual progress and a complete transformation. So yeah, some super exciting stuff to look forward to. Hi, Dawn. Watching from Hot Temple, Texas. Yeah, guys, it's like 7 o'clock here, and it's still over 100 degrees. It's so hot. Tina says, so how did you get out the heavy tub? Yeah, so they had one of those old cast iron tubs. I think we talked about it maybe on our last live. So far, it's out of the bathroom, but it's not out of the house. We're actually going to get a forklift, and we're going to lift it out of the bedroom window using a couple different cranes and stuff like that. So it's going to be kind of crazy. But to get it out, I just drug it out and tipped it over and leaned it up against the wall. So that's kind of where we're at with that. But yeah, no, it was a lot of work. And Dawn says, yeah, we're still 102. Yeah, it is just so hot, so hot. Angela says, you need a trailer and a hitch for Marcy's vehicle. Agreed. Yeah, we plan to get one here definitely before our Florida and Alabama trip, because we will need it 100% for that. We just haven't gotten around to getting one and getting it put on her car yet. But that is to come. I want to get one of the hitch carriers, that just goes on the back. We won't pull a trailer down there, but to have the back hitch, I think we definitely need it, because with 2 pack and plays, stroller, 2 car seats, then the suitcases and stuff for all of us, and our outdoor pack and play, boom. I mean, that car already can't handle that much stuff. So yeah, it's going to be a necessary thing. We just haven't gotten around to it. If I did have it though, right now, it would have been perfect, because I could have loaded up some more of the mystery items. I see it in the comments. A couple of people know what I'm talking about. If you watch our second channel, Marcy and Crandall, or Facebook, I think Facebook's seen it too. Kind of what's coming down the road. Marcy already spilled the beans, which is fine. Hi, Candy says, hey y'all from rainy Huntsville, Alabama. Man, I wish we were rainy. It's just so hot, but we could definitely use some rain. Grandma Cook says, I don't know how y'all get it all done. Hope you get your job done in a timely manner. Thank you. Me too. It's kind of, I've got to say, I love it. Like, I love being busy. I love working on projects. I love getting stuff done. It does get hard when you aren't able to finish projects and stuff like that. Like the shed, we're waiting on a couple of things for that, and then ripping down the other one. It's just been too hot, and that kind of got pushed to the back. We got that shed all cleaned up, and now it's just sitting empty, ready for us to tear it down. So it's a juggling act, and you'll see it kind of in tomorrow's video. I kind of talk about it with all of the half projects that we have going on right now. I kind of go through and talk about what's going on with each and every one of them. So if y'all are wondering what's going on with all of the other projects that we've already started, like the lawnmower, the truck, the 2 sheds, all that kind of stuff, that's going to be in tomorrow's video. I kind of go into a little bit of detail. Basically, what happened with this job is I just had to drop everything else that we were doing around the farm and just focus on this one thing, get it done, and then come back and work on everything else we get done, or everything we have going on here. Hi, Deborah from South Carolina. Patricia says, I would rather be too hot than too cold. I'm only at the high of 60. Love from Alaska. Oh, yeah. Yep, you're the opposite then. You stay cool all year and then freezing in the winters. Yeah, I think I would rather too hot than too cold too. Well, that's exactly true, because that's why we moved to the South, because we didn't want the winters. Oh, man. Hi, Daphne from New Hampshire. Hi, Wanda. So, yeah, that's kind of what we got going on. What questions do you guys have? It's just me. Marcy's gone. So, y'all got any questions for me? Throw them my way. I'll try and answer what we can. Becca says, sorry I'm late. Crandall, I am so proud of you. If I may say that, because you are kicking butt already on that Christmas in July list. Great job on the shed. Thanks, Becca. For those of you that don't know, on Marcy's channel, which it's still both of us, she did a Christmas in July video. Y'all go watch it, because if you want to know kind of what's coming down the pipeline as far as what we're doing, that literally kind of goes through a list of everything that we kind of want to get done by the end of the year. And we have started some of those projects, like the she shed. So it's great. We're working at it. We're trying to chip away one little thing at a time. Betsy says, do you have central air in your house? Yes, we do. Thank goodness. Last year we didn't until like July. Our entire our HVAC system completely went out. And we were able to get it fixed, and we have it now. So it's great. It's still stinking hot, but yeah, no, I'm so glad we have central air. Window units would not cut it here. Deborah says, love watching your channels. Thank you so much, Deborah. We love sharing our lives with you guys. Carolyn, oh, this is a good question because I get a lot of comments and stuff about this. Carolyn says, have you ever thought about seeking a sponsorship from a tractor supplier? The answer is yes, definitely. The problem with that is we are still a small channel, and a lot of those, tractor companies only work with huge channels. So I've reached out, I've talked with a couple of them and different things. And they're just not interested because of the size of our channel and everything. So it's fine. I get it. It is what it is. Hopefully, that's definitely something that's on my list next year to purchase. We can get a good used tractor here for like $4,000 or $5,000. So hopefully next year we'll be able to do that, because that would cut down on a lot of lawnmower expenses, if you know what I mean. Let's see. Oh, I see a couple questions on here that I can't answer. Tomorrow's video, we'll answer them, though. I don't want to spoil it, though. Cindy, did you get the building down? No, we haven't yet. Like I said, we emptied it out, but we haven't actually torn it down yet. It's one of those things that, well, first of all, it's so stinking hot outside. I don't want to be out there ripping it down. And since I got it cleaned out and starting this other job, I haven't had time to go and actually tear it down. Kathy, have you ever thought about getting an enclosed trailer for hauling your tools, etc., for your construction business, and could use it for vacation and home projects too? Less trips to Lowe's. Yeah, we did have one for a while, but it just, the use that I got out of it, as far as using it for work and stuff like that, just didn't really justify it, because I can usually throw everything in my truck, and then I wouldn't have had to run to Lowe's if the truck didn't break, because our neighbors have a trailer and I use their trailer. They're super nice, and they let me basically borrow their trailer whenever I want. So I was planning to use their trailer and my truck to go get everything in one shot at Lowe's. But obviously without the truck, we couldn't do the trailer. Okay, Tammy. Hello, Crandall. Are you? Oh, okay. This is actually a great question. So yeah, I know we got a ton of this comment. Hey, Crandall. This is from Tammy Johnson. Are you going to leave that shed on the slab or move it to the grass just off the slab, leaving the slab clear? So yes, this is the temporary location of that shed. We had a lot of people you can't put that shed in front of the door, that's a fire risk or whatever. First of all, we don't use that door yet, and it opens inside. So you can still use the door if you wanted to, but we just don't use it right now. And so it's not in the way. It's not blocking the door. You can still get the door open because it opens the opposite way. It opens into the house, not out. And so, yeah, it's temporarily there. It's going to, eventually that thing's just going to get moved all over until we find a good spot for it. And then we'll see what the verdict is when we actually get the shop done. Because I'm thinking everything that is in that shed, all of Marcy's stuff will then go into the shop, up in the loft of the shop or something like that. But she might have other plans. So I'm not exactly sure, but yeah. I hope that answers the question. Gail Smith, have you thought of doing an Amazon wish list? Yeah, we have one. Becca says, give it time because you guys are on track with a very lively channel, and so it be. You're my favorite channel. Oh, thanks so much, Becca. Yeah, it is. It's just a matter. I think she's referring to the tractor stuff that we were talking about. It is. It's just a matter of time. We're here for the long haul. We're going to continue to share our lives as long as you guys want to watch it. And yeah, we're not going anywhere. Bev, do you have any surprises for Marcy around the house? That's a good question. I would say not really. She pretty much knows everything that's going on right now. I don't have any projects that I'm going to surprise her with. but we have some of the biggest, literally, okay, it is the biggest project on the house, on the inside of the house that we've ever done, that we're going to be doing in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And so it's not surprising her with it, but it's getting it done for both of us, right? For our family. So it's not a surprise, but I think it's just as good in a way, just because of what we're doing. Wanda. Oh, this is another good question that we get. Are you going to be getting Zan a partner to be with? The answer is yes. We do plan to do that. We're hoping to get 2 nannies, but it's up on the verdict of when we're going to get them. I'm kind of like holding out right now because it's so hot. So I don't want to stress out another animal by bringing it to a new place and it being so hot and them getting flustered and worked up and, you know, potentially having health issues because of the stress of moving pastures and farms and all that kind of stuff. And so at this point, I'm kind of holding off maybe till a little bit later in the fall. And then, yes, we plan to. Hopefully, I would say by the end of the year, we will have hopefully 2 nannies to be with Sam. Kathleen says, save up for riding lawnmower. We have one. We're working on it. Hi, Kim. Hi, Crystal. Cindy. Oh, how is Zan doing? That's a good question. He is back to his normal self, causing a ruckus and just running all over the place. So if y'all missed that video, go check it out. But basically, we went out, fed the animals, and then I came back out at like 6 o'clock in the evening, 10 hours after I was done with the day's work, went out there to just look at him, check on him. And Zan was limping. He would barely walk on one of his legs. And we didn't know what was wrong. So we called and talked to the vet and stuff like that. And they kind of gave us some pointers. And they basically said, it doesn't seem bad enough for you to bring him in. Like, keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on him. If it gets worse, be sure to bring him in. And then call us back in a day or 2 and let us know how it's going. Like, let's figure this out. So anyways, the next day he started putting weight on it, started looking better. And then by the 3rd day, he was pretty much back to himself, doesn't limp on it. You would never know anything that happened. So I'm guessing he strained a muscle. Him and the pig Waffles, they get going at it. They chase each other around and play and stuff together. And so I'm guessing he probably just stretched a muscle or something like that. Also, he's in that the area. It's got the pond and stuff like that. And so there's hills and draws and stuff like that. And he's never lived in an environment that a goat would live in with, hills and mounds of dirt and stuff to jump on. So I'm guessing he probably just strained himself kind of running around and playing. Hi, A. Hi from Dubai. Shelly says, our upstairs AC unit went out a month ago. We have 3 window units going until we can fix it or replace it. Oh, I know how that is. Oh my gosh, it's awful, awful. Oh, hold on. We're getting spam. Okay, here we go. Sorry, guys. Yeah, if y'all see that stuff, I think you can block it. Did I get it? I hope I got it. We usually do have moderators. I guess they're not on tonight, which is no big deal. But yeah, just by the way. Thanks to those of you for catching that. Sorry, I wasn't keeping up with comments and didn't realize how long that had been going on. Sorry, guys. Marco says, hey, Crandall, are you still communicating with Lester and Jamie at Longhorn Lester's? I'm a survivor. Yeah, we talked to them quite a bit. Talked with Jamie and Lester. We were hoping to go down there when we went to our Texas trip, but that was right around the time with Dixie and everything going on. So it just wasn't a good time. I don't know when we're going to go down there next. I want to go down there again. But yeah, we're good friends with them. Cindy says, I can't believe how much Maverick has grown. He is talking so good. It's so true. And it's crazy. It's like a day and night difference. Like one day he'll just wake up, or like, it seems like every day he wakes up and he'll just sit there and he'll just talk to Marcy and I. And it's actually one of our favorite things. He wakes up, he'll go to the bathroom, he'll come out of his bedroom, And then he'll come climb in bed with Marcy and I, and we just sit there and, Maverick, what did you dream about? And, what are you going to do today? And what are you excited about? And, all of these different things. And he just sits there and he just rambles on and talks. And it's so stinking cute. He's getting so, so good. Bev says, how's the turkey been doing around Maverick lately? We've been keeping Maverick out of the animal pen basically completely. I'll go in there to go move feed around and stuff like that. But I've been keeping him out of the pen because for some reason the turkey is Domino is being kind of aggressive lately. I don't know if he's just mad because of how hot it is or what. But yeah, so I've been keeping Maverick out of there just because it's I don't want there to be any issues. And as of right now, it's just easier to do it that way. Kathleen, Crandall, are you home alone? No babies? No, I've got the babies. Everybody's asleep, actually, I think. Yeah, I don't hear any crying. I think we're good. Hi, Christina from Columbia City, Indiana. Hi, Pam and John. Yeah, Waffles is so much fun, you guys. He's been doing so good. Let's see. Sorry, I'm like focusing on one comment and then a whole bunch more come in. I gotta go back doing it. Kari says after the she shed, it would be perfect for Zan. That's what I think. I think it would literally be the perfect, like either chicken coop or Zan. Literally any animal would love to have that as their house. And that's why I told Marcia, I was like, yeah, when we're done with this, when we have the shop and we have our storage over in the shop, then we'll just use this for animals. And she was like, I don't know about that. So I don't honestly know what's going to happen. But yeah, it is what it is. Shelly says, do you ever shock yourself on the fence? I have twice. The first time I was like, oh, okay. And then the second time it got me good. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it was it was pretty bad. Gosh, sorry about all the spam stuff, you guys. I'm trying to go on here and block and get rid of this stuff as quick as I can. Yeah, okay. Hopefully we got it. I'm sorry. Michelle, hi from Queensland, Australia. Paula says, you did an impressive job banging out all of the dents in the she shed. Thank you. It was quite a bit of work. And y'all, it does not look perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I'll stick to not doing metal work, but it went from like a triangle to back to a square. So I'm pretty happy about it. Hi from Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Hi, Janet. So yeah, no, I'm pretty dang happy with how it's turned out. I still got to do a little bit more work on the doors, and we got to get it painted. But I think I said, I put it in. I've been putting stuff in there because we need a place. We don't really have any rain in the forecast, but I don't want it out in the sun. The stuff that's going to be going in the house. Let's see. Oh my gosh. What is up with all of this spam stuff? Sorry, you guys. Holy crap, it just keeps rolling in. Tammy says, I'm amazed how straight you got it. Yeah, me too. I didn't think it was going to be that good. IDK says, do you do lives often? Yeah, we do them once a week. I'm going to try and stay on top of this spam here, you guys. Hopefully I got it all. Again, oh my gosh. We haven't had this much spam on a live in so long. Bev says, is your dad close to finishing building his plane yet? Yes. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Yeah, all of the planes have been working and flying for the last year. So he actually did just sell one of them, which is a bummer. But Yeah, we've been flying them. Tina says, I know you've been busy, but have you flown with your dad lately? Yeah, we're going to have a video on that. I actually don't know when. I forgot I actually filmed that video. Yes, I have a video for you guys on that. It was really fun. It was actually amazing because it was the first time me and Maverick just went. So me and Maverick flew one airplane, and then my dad flew the other airplane. And we flew down to this little breakfast thing, and we had an absolute great time. It was just so much fun to take Maverick and be able to go do an adventure with him. Like I know I've talked about this before, but he's old enough now to where he can go and do stuff with me. And especially with him being potty trained and all that kind of stuff, it gets a little bit easier. And I just love spending time with him and being able to take and do stuff with him. So it was fun. We put his little headset on and he could talk to me and I could talk to him. And, Maverick, what do you see? And he's like, I see the trucks and the houses and we're so high and blah, 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 blah. And so it was so much fun. So y'all will see a little video on that. But he's been my pal. I don't know if you guys, you probably have noticed in the videos, pretty much every single video he's out there working with me on whatever it is, because he just loves to be outside, loves to be working. Y'all seen his little toolbox. It's so cute. Barb, thank you, Barb. She sent him that. And he literally totes that around everywhere he goes. In fact, when we went down to my dad's house to go flying, I told him we're going to be working on the lawnmower and the airplane and stuff at Papa's house. And he goes, Maverick bring his toolbox? And I was like, what? Why? And he's like, Maverick bring his toolbox to Papa's house. And I was like, oh, I don't think we need to bring it. He's like, no, I need to bring my toolbox. And I was like, no, I think Papa's got a toolbox and he's going to let us borrow his tools. And he was like, oh, okay. But he just, he wants to take it everywhere with him, which is just so stinking cute. And Jessica says, he's your sidekick. 100%. 100%. Sherry says, Tiny Rabbit's eyes still closed. Help me. I think I saw another one of your comments that you found wild rabbits or something. If you found wild rabbits, I would just say leave them. Let the mom come take care of them. I don't really know much about rabbits. If the mom's abandoned them or whatever, yeah, I'm not. They need a bottle. So, yeah, not sure what to tell you on that. I did also see that Mr. Huck did pass away as well last Friday. Thanks for mentioning that, Joe. At Longhorn Lester's, which is, I'm just so heartbroken for them. Yeah, they've definitely had a hard year. Virginia says, how's the chickens lice going? No more lice? Nope, not as far as I know. I haven't checked them in about a week. But a week ago, there were no more eggs. There was still a little bit of lice on them. But basically, the life cycle is they are there, they lay their eggs, the eggs hatch, they lay eggs, they hatch. So if you knock out and you no longer start seeing eggs, then your lice is starting to remediate and go away. Cecilia, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. She says, next year we'll have 3 sidekicks. Y'all, I don't know what I'm going to do with 3 little boys chasing me around. I already lose half my tools because Maverick walks off with them. I don't know how I'm going to do it with 3. I'm going to have no tools left. Becca Wilson, super thanks. Thank you so much. She says, for whatever projects that will cost. Love you guys. Thank you so much, Becca. Linda, hi Linda from Weatherford, New York. Diana, did you get a new paint sprayer yet? Not yet, but I think we have one coming. I've also seen a couple comments about this. Now, this could be controversial, I guess. I'm just going to tell you how it is. If you don't like it, I guess you don't like it. If you like it, great. Corey says, is Waffles going to be a feeder pig or just a pet? And to be honest with you, I don't know. So I guess basically what it comes down to is if circumstance makes it necessary, yes, we would butcher him. At this point, though, he is just a pet, and we don't really have okay, in November, we're going to butcher him. So he's more of just a pet, but obviously, if times ever come, we can't afford meat, whatever, prices keep going crazy, then whatever. If it ever had to happen, then we got to do what we got to do. But at this point, yeah, he's just a pet. Hi from Knoxville, Tennessee. Linda says, lock your toolbox, LOL. Well, that would work, except when I'm working and using my tools, then there's no real way for me to lock it. Unless I opened it, grabbed what I need, close it, lock it. But the problem is I'm in and out of a toolbox when I'm on a project every 2 seconds. So it works when I'm not using it, but when I'm using it, man, they just walk off. I need to just probably put all my tools on a tape. Well, put all my tools on a table, and then keep them in the center of the table, and then maybe he can't reach them. But oh well, it is what it is. Judith says, you're so patient with your son and such a great dad. Thank you, Judith. I try. It's honestly, there's definitely times that he gets on our nerves and, he's just blatantly disobedient. You say, don't do that. And he goes and just does it. But I think that's with anybody, right? Everybody's going to kind of push the limits and stuff like that. But for the most part, he is a really good kid. And I just love spending time with him. Love spending time with him. Arlene, what about a tool belt? I do have a tool belt. But for the, when I'm working on engines or the lawnmower or the truck or something like that, a tool belt just doesn't really fit what I need to being able to put the tools that I'm using in it. Whoa. Carly says, do people down there comment on your northern accent? We've had a few people, I think not really, but I think they know we're not from here. I also don't really feel like I have a northern accent. Do I have a northern accent? Y'all leave a comment. Do I have a northern accent? I have no idea. Joan says, hey, from Nashville, Tennessee. Can't wait to see y'all in September. Will you have the babies with you? I sure hope so. I think so. I mean, we are going to be bringing them with us on the trip. I think also you're replying to the Alabama meetup, which we will be at. I do think we'll have the babies there, at least for a portion of it. Obviously, we can't have them out all day. They have to they take a nap every 2 or 3 hours. So they probably will be there for a portion of it, which will be super fun for those of you that are able to go to that. Mike, how's the lawnmower coming? I kind of talked about that earlier, but I got, I think, the rest of the parts today. Fingers crossed. I kind of got into it, and then I realized that one of the axles was completely worn out, so then I had to order more parts. But I wanted it to be done right, and because I contemplated, I was like, well, I can keep using that until it breaks, but then I was like, why would I fix it and then have something else break that I know I need to fix? So then I just decided I'm not going to finish it today. I'm just going to wait for the other parts and kind of hopefully do it all at once. Roxanne, seems like the new pond area is working great for your animals. Has Zan gotten out yet? So when I originally put that fence up, we had Zan in there all by himself for 2 or 3 days while we were getting pens set up and moving other animals around. And both times he jumped out of there. But once we put all the other animals, Domino, the ducks, Waffles, once we put all of them in there, he hasn't even tried to get out. So he is a herd animal. Goats are herd animals. And even though he's not with other goats, he's with the other animals. And so they all just pal around together and run around. And so he hasn't tried to get out. But the problem is he's a goat. He can jump 12 feet in the air and jump over. I love this comment. Virginia says, you should ask your dad how many tools disappeared when you were that age. It is so true. So true. And it's, what's funny is when I moved out of the house, and then when my brother moved out of the house, my dad, he's talking to us and he's like, well, suddenly I had no one to blame my tools disappearing on. So yes, when I was a kid, I'm sure I walked off with tools all the time, left them out in the rain, destroyed a drill or a hammer or a pair of pliers or whatever. Yeah, definitely happened. It was just funny because, after both my brother and I were moved out, my dad was like, my tools keep disappearing, but it must be me because I'm the only one here using them. It was pretty funny. Hi, Lisa from New Zealand. Ooh, that's on our bucket list. We will be going there sometime, for sure. Patricia says, no, you don't have a northern accent. Tammy says, I don't hear an accent, but I'm from Michigan, so. Hi, Diana. Thanks, Tanya. Sorry, I know this is a totally different live than usual, but I don't have Marcy here to talk with me. So like I said, we're just gonna go through, read comments, chat with you guys. Yeah. Tina, okay, this is actually I was actually thinking about this today. She says, how's the predator problem? It seems like the animals are safer now. Excuse me. Yes, I would agree. So basically, the way our property is situated, we've got 20 acres, and it's just a rectangle, okay? And we're in the top corner. Our house is up on the top corner, and all of our animals are up in the top corner. Well, there were two main access points from down by the creek that the animals would come up, predators would come up and come onto where the animals are. Well, now with those two electric fences, both of those areas are pretty much completely closed off. So there's theoretically the predators could still come up through there, but it's fenced in so tightly and with the electric fence that we haven't had any predators. The only one that I'm really concerned about still is the owls, because they're attacking from above, and we've had them kill chickens in the electric fence, and the wild dogs or the stray dogs that people come out and leave. I was talking to another one of my neighbors, and they had a pack of 7 pit bulls that came through and killed a couple of their cows. And they're just dogs that people come out in the countryside and say, I can't take care of my animals anymore, and they just let them go, and they end up coming out here and killing everybody's livestock. So we're on the lookout for that pack of dogs. I've set up some extra cameras and stuff like that to make sure if they ever come on our property, we can see it and we can take care of it. But as far as coyotes, raccoons, possums, we haven't been struggling with them for probably about 2 months. Fingers crossed I didn't just jinx myself. But yes, the predators are a lot more under control, from what I can tell. So I'm super, super excited about that. It is a lot of peace of mind, honestly. And Diane says, what exactly is a northern accent? That's a good question. I don't really know either. Debbie has the new rooster, which his name is Ripslinger. I know we haven't really said that much. So Ripslinger, the new rooster, moved in with the other chickens yet. He hasn't yet. And I was going to move him in last week before I started this job. I just didn't have time and didn't get around to it. And so he will probably be moved in about a week, this next week. Elizabeth, what are you guys having for dinner? Is Marcy surprising you? We actually already ate. I'm trying to think what we had. Oh, we had hash browns and sausage. We had breakfast for dinner. It was actually great. We really liked it. Tina, no more snakes in the chicken coop. The only good snake is a dead snake, in my opinion. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Marcy's home. Maybe she'll come in and say hi. Yeah, we haven't had any more snakes. We had 4 or 5. They killed a bunch of the quail and then ate all of our chicken eggs, which is awful. But yeah, we haven't had any for probably about a month, which is good too. Caroline, says, as your boys get older, do you think you will stay in this house, be adding on, or be moving? I would guess moving. We love this property and everything, and we're putting all our time, money, effort, energy into building this into what we want it to be. That being said, the house is too small for the function that we want, I guess. We only have 3 bedrooms, and we're fine with our boys sharing a room, but if people ever come and stay with us, we don't have a place for them to stay. And so we want to at least have 4 bedrooms. So likely it will be moving rather than adding on. Just because there's no way to really add on to our house the way it's laid out. It would be like really weird setting up the house as far as like adding on. Hi, Tony. Hey, Oklahoma City in the house. Hey, y'all just up the street from us. Yeah, breakfast is great for dinner, y'all. Great for dinner. Dawn, any new animals in the future? Yeah, like I said, we will hopefully be getting 2 new female goats in the nearest future. Becca, I think your home is coming along so beautifully. Thank you so much. Y'all, if y'all have followed us for, heck, really any amount of time, you kind of know where we started and where we're at now. And it has been an extremely long process. Lots of tears shed, lots of, I don't want to say heartache, but a lot of stress and long days. And it's just, we're pouring everything into this house, into making it the place that we want to live, the place that people want to come and stay, and place that, is comfortable for people. And it's taken a lot of work. It's, it'd be 2 years in November. So a year and a half. And it's just one of those things. We've just been grinding it out, little thing here, little thing there. But like I said, we have at least one big thing that's going to be coming, in the next 3 weeks. It's exciting. The finish line, I guess, is in sight for the inside of the house. Now I still want to do the outside of the house. But that's going to be, first of all, I can't do it right now because we have killer bees that live in our roof, these red wasps that are like that big, and they're all over living in our roof. And so any outside stuff or roof stuff, that's got to wait until the winter because I don't want any, I don't want to get stunk. Marsh, you want to come say hi?
Whoa. Hi, everybody.
How's the store?
Good. Why are you sitting like that?
I don't know. Just because I decided to.
Well, there's not room for me.
I know. What do you want to say?
I have to put away groceries, but hi, everybody. How are you?
All right. Well, I'll wrap it up here so I can come help you put the groceries away. We got other stuff we got to do. Like I said, it's busy, but we're enjoying it. Virginia says, I thought y'all were going to build a spare room in the big shop. Yeah, that's still the plan. So we'll see how that goes. That right now is like a thought in my head, and it's something that I want to do. Is it something that we can actually do? I don't know yet. Because that means we got to put a bathroom out there, which I do want to do anyways. That means we need to have heating and cooling, which I do want to do anyways. So yeah, y'all stay tuned. Because I don't know exactly what's going to happen. Adventure with Outdoor Eagle says, hello and goodbye, I guess. All right. Well, I will. I'm going to jump off here. Thank you guys so much for joining with me. Hopefully I answered some of your questions. It was great to just get on and chat with you guys. I love, reading through here. I recognize a bunch of y'all's names from being on, commenting on our videos and all their lives that we've done, all of that kind of stuff. So thank you guys so much for your comments, for your time, for following along on this crazy journey. We're just giving it our best and we're taking y'all along for the journey. So thanks you guys so much for following along. We'll see y'all guys tomorrow morning on the next video.